Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hello and welcome to all of you eSailing fans out there, and welcome to Barcolana eSailing Cup 2020. And I hope all of you sitting in Barcolana in Trieste are enjoying your night. Damn, I'm missing to be where you are at the moment. I'm in Denmark instead of being Trieste. It's cold, it's raining, but don't worry. There's one guy who has a more worse night than me. He's also pale, and he's from Great Britain. Please welcome my co-host.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Enciende esta luz.
What do you mean? I'm Trieste. That doesn't. Yeah, that's just kidding. You're not going to fall for that, are you? Good evening, or I should say, buonasera, from Trieste, where Barcolana is really beginning to develop into a festival for the weekend for the grand finale on Sunday. So that's something to look forward to. That is the real sailing that's happening in Trieste this weekend. But of course, the big eSailing event is happening right here, right now.
Yeah, and Alec, let's start straight on to it. Let's invite in one of the top players from the start, have an interview with him. He was the winner last year of this Barcolana eSailing Cup, and he actually shared the prize with another Spaniard, Carlos Paz. And yeah, they had to share the prize because that's the first time ever in history in eSailing somebody crosses the finish line at the same time and having the same point score in the whole regatta. Please welcome our dear friend Cruiselator.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Cruiselator, welcome to the show. Thanks for talking to us, because I know that in just a few minutes' time, you're going to be racing in the Barcolana eSailing Cup final. So thanks for giving us a few minutes.
Thank you.
I just want you to sort of remember back 1 year to the final last year and how close it was. And I remember it was impossible to divide and decide who had won, whether it was you or whether it was Carlos Paz. Both of you Spanish,
Yes.
both of you friends. Tell me, how did the two of you come to an agreement on sharing the prize?
No, we didn't share the prize. The server gave him the victory and was right in the air, and then he was the winner. No more to say. It was an amazing race, an amazing regatta, and I did enjoy it a lot.
Okay.
A lot.
So in the end, you didn't argue. You accepted the decision and let him take away the money, and you took second prize. Are you surprised by just how strong a fleet there is in the final this year?
It's huge. The level is so high. There is, if I think well, 7 guys who was or going to be in the eSailing World Championship final. Then it's super high level.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you've qualified twice for the World Championship finals. You didn't come last year because you were getting married. Are you actually going to come this year and compete?
Okay. I'm a bit sad because if there is not to be presential, all from home, and then it's okay. But yes, I am in the final this year.
Good luck today.
Thank you very much.
Which sailor do you fear the most in this final?
All of the guys could get the win, but maybe Ashir and Joan Cardona, maybe Barlan Breaks are a bit better than the other one. But as I said, all one with a good day could get the victory.
All right. Good luck. Cruiselator.
Thank you very much.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Alec, that is a guy who knows something about eSailing, and he got a new nickname this year, Cruisulator, who comes in the last second, because it was in the last second, the last tack of the semi-finals, he qualified just in front of Havuk on the finish line to this final, and it was in the absolute last race of the qualifications for the World Championship he qualified there.
Yeah, he sneaked in last night, didn't he? Sneaked in to 5th place in that second semi-final, top 5 coming through. So, yeah, well, you know, he's got the expertise and he's got the experience, and now he's also proving he's calm and focused enough right to the end.
Yeah, let's go in and meet the players, Alec. Let's see who they are, who we're going to see, because this is maybe the strongest final ever in eSailing's history.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
There they are then. These are the finalists. Azair from France, 21 years old. He's only been sailing, eSailing for about a year and a half. He's already made a World Championship final. So really, you know, one of the youngsters to beat. La Menoir, who qualified last night. He's another one to beat. He qualified in 3rd last night. Cruisulator we've spoken to. Bart Lambrechts, the 49er Dutch Olympic sailor, is in 4th. Deja Vu of Scotland in 5th. Steeper Coach of Croatia. These aren't positions, obviously. I'm just giving you numbers as they are on the screen. We've got Vic Farley, Jean Cardona, the professional Sail GP sailor. Hector Dominguez, who sneaked in and qualified yesterday. And then Chico Pimello, the surprise winner of the semi-final last night.
And it's a very strong field, Alec, we have here in front of us. It is 7 players who has been at the World Championship or qualified for a World Championship. And then we have 3 surprises. And the biggest surprise for me is Chico Pimello. Let's go in the game. Let's see what it's all about. And here we can see it, guys. It's the classic format. We're going up, down, in this towards a gate mark in the bottom. And we're sailing this special wooden boat from Barcolana 50, special design. And there's a huge wind today. Normally there's not that much wind in the evening in Trieste, but we programmed it to 20 knots. And that's the fantastic and the beauty of the game. Let's go into the players. I know they're ready. They're waiting for race number 1 to start. And there we have them, 8 sailors. We are missing 2, so we will ask the race officer to say to the 2 lots we are missing, it's now or never. So let's see, they're coming in. They have 1 minute, and then this race officer sitting here in the studio will start the race. But while we're waiting for them, see this guy, Chico Pimello. He's here in the white boat with the blue and the red stripes on the sails. Alec, what a surprise having this Portuguese in the final.
Yeah. So what I'd say about Chico Pimello from Portugal is this, that he's sort of making a name for himself in recent months. But this Barcolana 50 or Barcolana 50 boat, yeah, it's a wooden boat, but a lot of people are likening it to the J-class boat in eSailing, so the EJ class boat, the J70. And you know, Chico Pimello sails a J70. He was finalist in the Portuguese J-boat championships. So I think he's feeling really at home in this Barcolana 50 boat. And it'll be interesting to see with the strong winds, which are stronger than they were yesterday evening, how he's going to do, if he can take advantage of that. Because this boat, the Barcolana 50, where it differs greatly from the J70 is that it is good both upwind and downwind. In the EJ70 tends to be really good downwind, great for overtaking. That's where all the maneuvers happen. But upwind is a little bit slow. That is not the case with the Barcolana 50.
And then we have a guy like Vic Farley. He's also surprised in this field here. A young laser sailor from Great Britain, Alec. He should have been in Poland, as he spoke about yesterday, doing the senior laser Olympics at the moment. But because of the condition around the world, he is back home in Great Britain and battling it out here. And he relaxed in the 2 last races we saw yesterday, or else you're actually winning his group. So that's how it is.
Yeah, I mean, Arthur, or Vic Farley as his gaming name is, very young, inexperienced, but a really good dinghy sailor. And he's surprised. He qualified in 4th place in that semi-final last night. So we'll see how he does here.
Yeah.
And just as we start, just explain number 11 on that starting lineup.
I don't know who number 11 is. Somebody actually invited in a player in spectator mode, so we cannot get away from that number 11. It's one going in.
Just to explain, so he's in spectator mode. So
he's spectator mode. He's not going to inflict anything. Sadly, we can't just kick him out at the moment.
No, that's okay. So that won't. You don't need to worry if you're watching at home. It will have no effect on the race itself. Well, 10 seconds to go. It's race 1 of the Barcolana eSailing Cup final, and they're bunching up on this right-hand side near the committee boat. The green flag of Joan Cardona, and is he over early? He pushed it just too close to the line and picks up a penalty. La Menoir only just starting now after being over early, so our early starters are just away. Look at Cruiser sort of stranded at the back. But as we saw time and time again in the semi-final, it's Bart Lambrechts on this left-hand side who makes the early running.
Yeah, Bart Lambrechts starting where he ended last night with a fantastic start. And let's see if he can keep this fantastic start and doing a great upwind. As we talked about yesterday, this boat type, you can win it upwind and you can win it downwind. Normally in the J boat, you win it downwind, but in this boat type, you actually win a lot of meters upwind. And Bart Lambrechts did a fantastic start yesterday and fantastic upwinds. Vic Farley in 2nd, but opposite here, we have Start Coach Croatia. He's in 7. He's going to the right-hand side. And watch the radar, Alec. Strong wind in his favor when he's going to tack towards the top mark. But will it still be there when he's coming up there? Wind is changing.
Yeah, wind's changing all the time. You can see those little sort of white streaks coming across the surface of the water, giving you a good idea of the direction that it's coming in, as well as the windsocks in the top left corner. So Steeper Coach Croatia, he tacks now, heads towards that upwind mark for the first time. And the fleet quite spread out, really. But we see this with the Barcolana 50, that they will all converge and it'll be very busy at that top gate, that top mark when they get to it.
But
so who's this? Bart Lambrechts still has the advantage, and he has quite an advantage coming into the top mark. And right behind him, the pink sail
Vic
Farley.
But Chico defends his 2nd. Battle for 2nd position. And while they're battling, Hector Dominguez sneaks in and takes it. Azir in trouble, needs to bear away, go behind the boat. But again, Bart Lambrechts, power start by the Dutchman. He cracked the code yesterday, and it looks like he's continued cracking it. La Manoir with a penalty, dropping to last position. He's actually hitting the mark on forced penalty there. But that's how it is. Azir in 6, Deschavou, Chico P. Mello, Hector Dominguez, Vic Farley, but Bart Lambrechts sailing away from the pack.
I'm wondering if there's some nerves in the fleet, because yesterday the early parts of the semi-finals, we saw lots of crashing. We saw everyone sort of really, sprinting up to that top mark. No one really caring what happened, but they seem to be a lot more subdued as Hector Dominguez is through the gate at the bottom of the course. Chico Pimello's round as well. But look at Bart Lambrechts heading upwind. with a 60-meter lead from Hector Dominguez.
And when we saw the rounding, Deja Vu was caught in a burger in between Azir and Vic Farley, but Azir, he got a penalty for hitting the mark, so not the dream start for both of those. They are always battling each other, those two. I have to say they might be the two most talented youngsters we have, or plus 20 players we have. They are doing such a great job, but Bartlam Briggs, what a fantastic start, Alec. Again, nailing it in the first upwind leg. He cracked the code. Maybe the other players should study him how to race the Barcolana boat. Hector Dominguez in second, Chico Pimilo in third, Vic Farley fourth, Stipe Coach Croatia coming in here in sixth. He might drop down because the other boats are getting some speed into the sails.
Chico Pimelo and Hector Dominguez coming in at the same time to that mark, but Dominguez is just ahead. And Chico Pimelo is now third. Deja Vu and Azair and Vic Farley all through that mark. Bart Lambrecht speeding towards the finish line. And Bart Lambrecht, his start in this race was identical to the 3 starts he did in the semi-final. The 3 starts that led to him winning all 3 races and making that hat-trick. So maybe it's the start that the other sailors need to copy. Hector Dominguez, 90 meters behind Bart Lambrecht. Chico Pimelo close in on him. Can he catch him? Is there a battle here for second and third? I think there might be.
There's a huge battle, Alec. Chico using all his skill from the J-Boat Portugal League. There he was in most of the finals. Penalty to Hector.
Oh. That was a cynical move by Chico Pimelo. It was allowed, though. It's part of the rules. And he gets second place. And who knows if that will be the difference between a prize and a podium finish or not. Hector Dominguez takes third. Then comes Vic Farley, Stipe Coach, Deja Vu, all coming in now with Azair. About to cross the line, but fighting it out with Jean Cardona. And we'll confirm the results in a moment. La Mer Noire disappointing ninth.
And Crucilator also.
Look at that.
What a start. Bartlam Briggs, I'm not surprised that he continued to have this high level, but see what a surprise. Second, third and fourth. The 3 only players that has not been at a World Championship or qualified for a World Championship taking top 4 in the start. Chico Pimelo in second, Hector Dominguez in third, Vic Farley fourth, Azir in fifth. He just penalized Jorn Cardona in the downwind battle. Stipe Coach Croatia in sixth, 7 to Jorn Cardona, Deja Vu 8, La Mer Noire and Crucilator the last positions. Having a hard time. This just shows what a battle we have tonight, Alec. And it was not Bartlam Briggs doing the best start, but he's sailing the shortest distance, Alec. That's amazing.
That's the magic formula, isn't it? Yeah. Best average speed, shortest distance sailed. That's what you need to do. And he's absolutely nailed it. We're going to have to see how he does in the next race, race number 2, especially at the start. We're going to focus on him, I think.
Yeah, and the amazing thing is he's not doing a downwind start. See, he started third, but his upwind are so strong that he came into the lead just after the start. So amazing job by him. And then we can see Deja Vu. He was the biggest loser of this race. Had the best start, got a penalty, dropped to 5th, got another penalty, dropped to 6th, and then he lost the battle downwind, dropped to 8th. So not the best start for the British sailor. And when we're speaking about sailors, just before coming into this event, we had a fantastic meeting with Stipe Coach Croatia. Hear what he has to say about the level of this fantastic race.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
So, Stipe, let's just talk about the semi-final that you came through. You qualified in second, but it was so close, wasn't it? It was such a tough fleet.
Yeah. For first 2 races, I started with some crazy starts, but it didn't work. I did 5th and 8th place, but I was so comfortable, and I don't know why. I feel very good, and I was sure that I will go to top 5. And yes, fleet was incredible. Players are amazing. That I don't know, like 10 Messis or 10 Ronaldos. But at the end, I finished second, and yeah, I'm so happy. And congratulations to other four skippers. And yes, it was crazy battles, but yeah, I did it.
So here we
I'm
are. This Barcolana final is your second final that you've qualified for in just a few days, because you've also qualified for the World Championship for the first time ever. Why do you think you've suddenly got so good?
Yes, 2 finals in 1 week. That's incredible. And yeah, why? I think it was good to stop for 3-4 months. I haven't played, and I came back refreshed and ready and hungry for victories. And yes, I'm here now in 2 finals. I have to say a big thank you to my friend Greek9. He helped me a lot. We have a private group, and he shared some amazing tips for us. And yes, without him, I wouldn't be here in the final of World Championship. Maybe not in Barcolana too. So thank you, Greek9, my friend. Thank you very much.
Well, Greek9 unfortunately didn't make it to the final, but I'm sure he'll be supporting you tonight in the Barcolana final. What would it mean to you to win this?
I'm not so stressed to win it. I just love to sail with the best names in the world. I really love it, and I can learn some new things from other guys. So I'm proud to sail against other best skippers in the world.
And of course, the great thing about tonight's final is that it's almost a dress rehearsal for the World Championship final.
Yes, it's a very good practice, let's say, for a World Championship final. But everyone can win, I think, because everyone is top player, and the player with the best focus will win, I think.
And who do you think that player is right now?
We will see. We will see. 5 seconds of losing a focus and you lose a race. So concentration is everything, I think, in the finals.
Stipe coach, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and good luck.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait!
Okay, now, from the beginning.
And here he is, Alec. Race number 2 coming in. Here is Stipe coach, Croatia. We just met. And what a nice guy.
He was a great guy, and what a great, wonderful place to live as well. After the interview, he sort of gave us a tour of his balcony view from left to right, overlooking the bay and the marina and the river mouth, and it was really a stunning place to be. So he has sea salt in his blood, but can he pull it out? Can he use that to get him a podium finish in this Barcolana eSailing Cup final? He qualified second in the semi-finals, and so far race 1 saw him finish 6th.
Yeah, and a funny story about him, if you haven't seen that name before, he qualified first to the World Championship this year, doing 360 races, Alec. He in a time of 72 hours, he raced 61 hours to have his best series score. He was sending away his family just to be there.
He arranged with his wife to take the kids, the child away, so that he could have peace and quiet. But let's focus on this second race of the final now. 10 seconds to go, and someone...
That's Bart Lambrix?
Pushing their luck. Bart Lambrix pushing his luck right on the line. It's go from now, and they are away. And Azer, oh, look at all those penalties. Look at all those early starts. Azer and Stipe coach and La Mer Noire. And
but this,
let's have a look where Bart Lambrix is. He's gone
opposite
right,
side.
Yeah.
But
So
it's a very slow start for La Mer Noire and Chico Pimello also. So wow, what happened? La Mer Noire again, a bad bad start for the Frenchman. And it's like with him in finals, Alec. We have seen him at 2 World Championships. And every time he's the first to be knocked out of the World Championship. He's one of the best technical players in the game. He knows all data of the game, but it's like he's getting nervous in these finals. And let's see if he can steer his nerves in this final, because until now it looks like it continues that way.
So, Cruiselator on this near side, almost hitting 6 knots. La Mer Noire at the back was doing considerably less than that. So an interesting speed difference across the course. Bart Lambrex, 6 knots in the middle of the course. And Joan Cardona with the green sail, easily recognizable. Deja Vu, all white, closest to us. And they're a lot closer as they come into this top mark. They're a lot closer than they were in race number 1. This is going to be interesting. Look at that. The top 6 separated by just 14, 15 meters.
Yeah.
So what's Jean Cardona going to do with Deja Vu? I think
he's actually in trouble in this. Yeah, he's in trouble, Jean Cardona, because there are 2 rules in this mark rounding. The rule of the inside turn, that's Deja Vu, he has to ride away, and then starboard turning. But it's a small glitch of the game. They are rounding the mark. I can see it's glitching a little bit. But if they're coming from starboard, like we're seeing Vic Farley is doing, but if they're doing a maneuvering inside the mark rounding zone, they're getting a penalty. And because if the other boats are coming from the inside turn, so you're not secured, you need to keep your distance in there. But what a turn by Johan Cardona and Deja Vu. Those 2 are going to battling it out. Hector Dominguez 3rd, Bart Lambrex 4th, Azir and Bart Stiebercoach are going to battle for 4th, 5th and 6th. But 2 boats sneaking away.
So Deja Vu is first to the bottom mark. He chooses that left-hand side as we look at it. Jean Cardona follows him round, and they are beginning to build a lead on the rest of the fleet at this halfway stage of the race. And Cruiselator right at the back once again. La Mer Noire, though, has worked his way a few places up the fleet.
Yeah, but don't write Cruiselator out of this race. We saw him yesterday, and he's got his new nickname coming in last minute in all cases, also in family life at the moment, because he's playing the game so much. So 10th position can still put him in top 3 if he's performing in the last races, but it looks hard for Cruz. See, he's in 10th and he's way behind of 9th position. But see the battle up here. Bart Lambrex, again, a fantastic upwind, going opposite the others, going to the right-hand side. Will this pay off?
Well, Deja Vu has that glitch again. It's a bit shocking, isn't it?
Yeah,
when you
it's a
see
bit
it?
shocking.
We know that they're going round the mark. That's fine. Yeah. So the leading pair are round, and Azir is now into 3rd place. Hector Dominguez, penalty for Stiebercoach.
Yeah, he sailed into Hector. That's why he sailed into Hector. That's an unforced penalty by him. But now we know the glitch is there. Then we can calculate a half centimeters below of the mark to see where the mark rounding is. But see the battle up here, Alec. Johan Cardona is going to attack Deja Vu, but it looks like Deja Vu, he nailed it up there in the mark rounding.
Yeah, so we're downwind. This boat has a 32 to 35 meter wind shadow, and that is what Joan Cardona is trying to avoid. He's trying to stay out of Deja Vu's dirty air as they head towards the finish line, but it looks like Deja Vu has done enough, although Joan Cardona is closing the gap on him. It's 1st and 2nd right on our screens. Azir is 3rd, and he looks nice and clear from the rest of the fleet as well. But Joan Cardona and Deja Vu cross the finish line. It's 1st and 2nd, and here comes Azir to take 3rd place for France. Hector Dominguez is looking good for 4th, and then comes our previous race winner, Bart Lambrex, in 4th.
And see the battle here behind. Cruiselator penalizing La Mer Noire. Stiebercoach getting a penalty by Chico P. Mello. Very important points. La Mer Noire losing. Stiebercoach getting in 9th. That is, again, crazy races. Deja Vu with a victory. Johan Cardona in 2nd. Azir in 3rd. Hector Dominguez, Alec, 4th position, again top 4. This guy, he means business, but remember, there will be a discard today after race number 4, and it counts for the first 5 races. So that's a very good start for him. Bartlett Briggs 5th, Vic Farley 6th, Chico P. Mello 7, Crusader 8, Stip Coach 9, and 10. La Manoir, my friend, in 10th. Another last position, second last and last position for him. Cardona with the best start. The Chavus is the fastest boat, but Cardona also sailing the shortest distance. Stibber Coach with 3 penalties in the row. And see, again, it's the upwind, Alec. It's the upwind. The Chavus was winning this one. And it's also in the upwind where we saw Stibber Coach coming back. But we can see in the downwind action, battle against Vic Farley. That's here by the F, between the F and the 5. With the black one, we can see he's getting a penalty by Vic, Chico, and Crusader in that battle. And that's putting him down to 10. And we saw La Manoir got a penalty by Crusader, putting him to the last positions. What a start. This is going to be an insane race again tonight.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
And Alec, this is not for fun. This is actually, I have to say, it's almost a premiere for the World Championship we're watching here. It could be the World Championship. That's so high the level is. But it's only in one boat. And we don't know the format for the World Championship yet. But wow, some close races, and they're switching positions all the time.
So 2 races gone, and we are no closer to being able to guess who is going to win this final than we were 2 races ago. So just to recap and clarify the format here, we've got 4 races, then they can use a discard, then there's a 5th race, and then it's the medal race.
Yeah.
So there's still lots and lots of racing to go. We're not even halfway. We're nowhere near halfway through it yet. And that's just as well, because I'm looking at the scores, I'm looking at the leaderboard, and everything just keeps shuffling around. We have no idea how things are going to go.
Yeah, and we're getting ready for the players to join in. We only need 1 player more to join in, then the race is on. And Alec, it's going to be very interesting. What we saw yesterday because of this format, then in race 4, everything switched around. It looked so great for some of the players, but then the discard came in and everything changed. Let's go into race number 3. That's where the excitement is starting, because that's where we can see who might have a chance to be in top 3.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
There we go, Alec. There we go. Race number 3 coming up. This is Jordan Cardona. He's not been having the best time today. He didn't qualify in the EF50 Grand Final against Deschavaux. There's also in this race, but he qualified in the playoffs as the first player in the J boat. And the J boat looks like the Barcolana boat, almost same way it reacts. So let's see if he can come back in the battle.
Well, no, he hasn't had it all his own way, but he did get a 2nd place finish in the last race. So, and he had a mixed performance in the semi-final as well. He started slow, but just got better and stronger and more consistent with every race. And what we found in the semi-finals was that the pattern started to emerge. A pattern of good performances started to emerge from about race 3 onwards. So we watched this race with great interest as Bart Lambrex goes over early again. I don't know what sort of tactic he's using, but he's doing exactly what he did in the previous race. They are go for race 3 of this Barcolana eSailing Cup final. And La Mer Noire this time getting a better start. Chico Pimelo, Hector Dominguez, Deja Vu, all challenging for the front.
But interesting, Bartlett Briggs having the worst start of tonight. He's starting in 10th, La Manoir in the lead. And then we have, again, a mix in the middle. But Chico and Deschavaux is coming up in the top. But it's going to be very, very close. Alec, already now we can see how close it is. There's only 10 meters in between top 7. This means the battle will go on.
Well, whatever Bart Lambrex is trying on that start line, I'm sure there's a plan there. because he's done the same thing twice now. It's a little bit like, you know, footballers, they practice taking penalties. They practice a certain type of kick, a certain type of penalty, and it doesn't always come off. But when it does, it works very well. So we'll see how that develops for Bart Lambrechts. But right now, it's Stipe Coach of Croatia, closest to us, hitting 6 knots as he approaches this ley line to the top mark.
Yeah, and interesting, he's the only one going to the right-hand side, and now he's going to cross in front of the others, and let's see if the wind is with him. And when we're watching the radar in the top left corner, he's actually getting the wind against him a little bit. Maybe in his boat we can see another wind. We can't see that in our view. So, but he's sailing a shorter distance than the boats in the opposite side, Hector Dominguez. But it's all about, was the distance or the length up to the right-hand side too long, or was it shorter than Hector Dominguez? But see, Alec, 18 meters between top 8. They will all come to this mark at the same time. Huge battles, huge defense. See, La Manoir dropping down, needs to go behind the rest of the fleet. Same thing Hector needs to do. See, he drops to 7. Jon Cardona covering him up. Stipe Coach is winning that battle. Amazing. Took a chance, he's coming first.
Yeah, Crusader picking up a penalty there. And Stipe Coach round in first. Chico Pimello again, nice position from him. Vic Farley this time in third. Bart Lambrechts in the mix as well. So really close amongst the leading pack. And Deja Vu right at the back.
And Asir trying to go on the inside to penalize Jon Cardona. Jon Cardona gets a penalty for sailing into La Manoir or hitting the mark. I couldn't see it. And Asir gets a penalty also. I didn't see why he got one, but it was in the downwind action. And that's very costly. That would cost 12 to 20 meters, Alec.
And no sooner are the guys at the rear round that top mark than the leaders are approaching the bottom gate. And Chico Pimello has made up lots of ground. He's done really well and is coming in second place. Out in front, though, is Stipe Coach. He's held on to the lead. Bart Lambrechts down to 5th. La Manoir in 4th, but picking up a penalty.
Sailing into Vic Farley, again unforced. Hector, he got a penalty in the battle against Jon, but unforced penalty by La Manoir. It's not his night. Finals is not his thing, but it looks like the Croatian Stipe Coach, Croatia is sneaking away, but it's going to be a battle downwind because he's followed by Bart and Vic Farley. Also Chico.
Have a grandstand finish here because it is so close between the leading 3 and it's not that far back to the remaining fleet either. So the slightest mistake at the front and we're going to see everyone start to bunch up. But who's going to have the advantage as they start downwind? It looks like it's going to be the Croatian ahead of the Portuguese, and then Vic Farley, one of 2 British sailors in this final, comes in 3rd.
Yeah. And while we are seeing them rounding the mark, we saw a huge battle with Deja Vu, Jon Cardona and Asir. And Deja Vu lost to Jon Cardona, but he won over Asir. But because of that penalty, Asir going out as the winner. Coming in here, he might pick up a penalty. Jon coming in on the inside. No, Jon Cardona hits the mark.
Yes, he does.
So close racing, so close racing. But let's see top 4 sneaking down. Stipe Coach in the lead, Chico 2nd, Vic Farley and Bart Lambrechts. This is going to be a battle.
This is the battle for 3rd, the battle for the final podium place in race 3. Will it be Vic Farley? Will it be Bart Lambrechts? Both of them young sailors. Vic Farley, 16, I believe. Bart Lambrechts in his 20s now. But both of them part of the sort of youth teams, youth national teams in real life. How are they going to perform here? Bart Lambrechts has the more experience in eSailing. But at the moment, Vic Farley is just holding him off.
See who's joining in the battle. Asir coming in.
Up, and we see this time and time again, don't we? People get sort of wrapped up in their own battles and then someone sneaks in. And is that what Asir is going to do? He's dropped back now. He's come further out than the other 2. Hector Dominguez also making his way up the fleet now.
Yeah. But it's a victory.
For Stipe Coach of Croatia. Congratulations to him. It's victory in race 3. And second place goes to Chico Pimello.
Oh, Vic Farley with a mistake, Alec. He tacks towards the ley line. That might cost him his third place. Let's see. Oh, he just managed.
Oh, no, he does. He takes it. He sneaks into thirds just by the committee boat.
But I have to say, I think Azir, he cheated 2 of the other players and took 2 spots on the finish line. Let's have the confirmation. No, Barton Briggs defended it, but Hector Dominguez lost a spot on the finish line to Azir. But see how close it was. Barton Briggs and Azir coming in at the same time. Stibber Coach with his first victory tonight. Chico Pimello in second. Amazing. I love to see a Portuguese in second. Might be him going all the way tonight. Vic Farley in third. Barton Briggs fourth. Azir in fifth. Hector Dominguez in sixth. Jon Cardona 7. Cruiselator 8. Deja Vu in ninth. And La Manoir taking 3 out of 3 in 9th and 10th position. This is not his race. It looks like he already is out of it. But Chico, good start. Stibber Coach, good average speed. Shortest distance to Stibber Coach. And here we have the trend, Alec. The player sailing the shortest distance has been winning all races. So it's all about reading that upwind leg. That upwind leg means everything in this race. And we can see the shortest distance is 0.65 to 0.69 nautical miles in this race. And again, we can see Stibber Coach winning in the up leg. Not the best start, but it was in the upwind leg he won the race. Azir coming back also in the second upwind leg to position 5. And while we're saying that out there was race number 3. They are battling for a great prize tonight. The highest prize, the second highest prize pool in the world. It's only the World Championship that is higher. So here is the format they're racing tonight. If you're new, then watch this video.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
And Alec Wilkinson, we are going ready to a very, very close battle again tonight. A battle for 1,000 euros to the winner, 500 to second, 250 euros to third. And it couldn't be closer. Barton Briggs in the lead with 10 points. Chico 11. Vic Farley 13, Hector Dominguez 13, Azir 13, and then we have a small gap to Stibber Coach 16, Jon Cardona 16, Deja Vu 18, and Cruiselator La Manoir, not their night, 26 and 29.
Do you know what? We've only had 3 races, but I'm gonna ask the question: are we seeing a changing of the guard in eSailing? Are we seeing, you know, Cruiselator and La Manoir now really coming up against some of the younger players, some of the players who may be a little bit fresher, they haven't been doing it as long? Are we seeing them struggle now against those younger players? I'm just putting it out there. I know it's controversial, but I'm just asking the question.
Always good to ask questions. Let's get ready to race number 4.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
And Alec, we're coming into race number 4 now. The players are in there, they are ready, they are warm. And it's now, we have been seeing in the last couple of races, the 2 semi-finals. It's now the players are getting ready for it. So, there will be, we have a question in the chat. Yeah, there's a discount after this race. And the discount also counts for race number 5. But the medal race counts double. And that's how it's going to be.
So from this, after this race, we're going to see the discards kick in. And that's when we're going to see a real shuffling of the situation, because obviously the points we were looking at included all three races. Yeah. Right, we're into the minute ahead of race number 4. We've got all 10 sailors. We're almost ready to go.
Yeah,
and I'm just wanting to try and work out where is Bart Lambrex, because I want to keep an eye on him.
Let's keep an eye on him.
Yeah, as we approach 0 on the clock. Let's see what he does. He's gone to this pin end of the line, and then he's cut back and headed right across the line in front of everybody else. It hasn't worked for the last couple of attempts, but we'll see what happens this time. So, Bart Lambrex, victory, a 5th and a 4th so far. So he's doing what I described, but he's doing it a lot earlier than he has done in previous races. So we'll see if he goes back and does it again.
No. He goes over the starting line, gets a penalty to slow down, puts up the spinnaker, and then he gets sidewards. Let's see what he's doing. And he's under penalty, so he cannot be slowed down. So he's speeding up, but it doesn't look like to pay off, Alec. He's in 7 this time, again at the pin end. It's the leading boat, Jon Cardona. Stipper coach with a penalty dropping down.
Penalty for Stipper coach and a penalty for Deja Vu on that start line. But yeah, fascinating sort of tactic there from Bart Lambrex. Jon Cardona, 6 knots upwind. That's about what we've been seeing in the previous races. And Azair, Chico Pimello, Vic Farley, all in the hunt right now. But it's early days in this race.
But Jon Cardona is in trouble here because he will be covered by Azair. Azair is covered by Chico. Chico is covered by Vic Farley. So the best position right now is for Vic Farley. But then it's all about how much these 4 boats are battling, because then Cruisulator can actually go in and take the lead because of the crossing. See, now we can see Deja Vu crossing up. Bart and Briggs crossing up, Crusader going away. See the battle here, they're pushing each other outside of the ley line. So Vic Farley in the lead. He was in control. He was in control of this race. Stipper coach with a penalty from the start. He is in 10th. He needs to do some hard work to coming back in this race. Hector crossing in.
Yeah, some good predictions there, Thomas. Very impressive. Bart Lambrex coming up through the middle of the fleet there. But our focus really on that far side. That has paid off in the previous 3 races. And I reckon Vic Farley is going to be rounding that mark in the lead. But what about Bart Lambrex, currently in 7th?
Yeah, but
how's he going to do?
But interesting, when we're coming in, Alec, to the mark, can Crusader come in and cut off Chico, Jon Cardona and Azair, or will they just sneak around together with Vic Farley? See Crusader coming in starboard, and if he's not changing his course, then the other guys will get a penalty. Let's see Cruz coming in. Yes, you just managed to do it.
So a good rounding by the leading 3. Vic Farley, Chico Pimello and Azair head off downwind. Well done to them. Nicely done. Cruisulator sort of storming in, wasn't he, to that top mark, but it didn't pay off. Jon Cardona now chasing them downwind.
Yeah.
Plenty of space between them, all giving each other plenty of room, avoiding those wind shadows.
Yeah, but see Vic Farley taking the lead, Chico 2nd. We spoke about the youngsters coming in. Chico is not a youngster, he's 27 years old, but it's a change. It's a change of the strains in the game. It's good also to see good old Azair, the Vice World Champion 2019, in 2nd at the moment. Good to see him back in action. But Vic Farley, 16 years old, Great Britain, coming in. That's great news here. But I have to go back to the mark rounding, Alec, up there. Yesterday, I got a lot of questions after the semi-finals why some of the players got a penalty. And when you're coming into the top mark up there are 2 rules. And remember, it's a game. It's made by algorithm. So when you're entering the zone from this downside, from the port side, like Vic Farley, enter the mark rounding zone, then it's the player coming from here that's on the inside turn, that rule counts. If you come from port side, like Jon Cardona is coming in here, into the mark rounding zone, then that rule stands. But if they make a small maneuvering inside the zone, then we go back to the rule that Vic Farley has to ride away. So So that's why they got penalties last night. Like we see Azir just did here,
Oh,
the rules of the
Azir.
inside coming in. Nice done by Chico.
Unforced. What, really?
Yeah, that was why. He made a maneuvering, so the rule of the inside was counting. That's why Chico could penalize him. So that's good news for Vic Farley. He can sneak away and take a victory, but a battle for that second and third is coming in. I know Azir, he has killer eyes when people are doing that on him. So let's see that. And also a battle, Jon Cardona with a penalty. So we have a battle against Crusader and Deja Vu. So let's follow those 4 boats. They are battling for points right now. Let's see how that will happen.
Well, I think our leading 3 boats are well away, and the battle for second is between the Frenchman Azir and Portugal's Chico Pimelo. Chico Pimelo with the advantage at the moment, and Azir trying to get ahead of him. It's going to be tight. It's going to be really tight on the finish line, and we're going to watch them. Deja Vu picking up a penalty further back, and that will see him drop down the fleet. But one final maneuver from these 2, and Chico
takes it.
Just makes sure that there's no room on the inside there. So Chico Pimelo takes second. Is another good victory for him. His 3rd second place of the night.
And what a battle we just here. I can't call who's winning it, but Jon Cardona lost it. He got pushed outside of the ley line and has to come in. Hector Dominguez, Stipper Coach, winning 1 position, and La Manoir taking 10th again. So I have to say we are playing with low score La Manoir tonight, not highest score, but a victory to Vic Farley, Chico in 2nd, Azir in 3rd, Crusader in 4th, Barton and Briggs 5th, Deja Vu 6th, Jon Cardona 7, Hector Dominguez 8, Stipper Coach won the last race in 9, and La Manoir in 10th. Azir with the best start, sailed the shortest distance, again the victor, Vic Farley. So it's your upwind, guys. It's your upwind you need to focus in the Barcolana boat. And he won the upwind, and that's where I called it that he was covering the other boats, and that's where he actually won it and kept his position. And again, when we watch this here, then we can see actually the first downwind victory is from Barton and Briggs, winning 2 positions. He penalized Deja Vu losing his position, and Jon Cardona got pushed outside of the ley line and couldn't come back into the race. So what a shift of this.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
And Alec, this is going to be very close again. I can't do the math. And I can say to you, when we're coming into the math machine, whoosh, it's a math result.
Yeah, I've got all the positions here, but there's so many calculations to do for the moment with the discards and all the rest of it. You're well ahead of me, but I'm just, looking at the results. Azir's in a good position. Chico Pimelo's in a fantastic position. I mean, 3 second place finishes for him. That's terrific. A 7th place, which will be his discard. Mixed results for Vic Farley, but maybe he's made that up with his victory. Not so good for Deja Vu, and I think La Manoir and Cruiser you don't really fancy their chances for a podium finish.
No, but let's go in and see the results, how it's standing right now. Sail ranks, the scoreboard made for eSport and eSailing, the favorite scoreboard of the community.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
And Alec, right now it looks like Chico Pimelo will take the lead and is at the moment winning 1,000 euros. Vic Farley winning 500 euros, Bartland Briggs 250 euros. But there are 2 races left and there's only 2 points in between each of them. But see, Azir 11 points, Hector 13 points, Deja Vu 15 points, Stipper Coach and Jon Cardona 60 points, Crusader and La Manoir. It's a hard task for them to come back in the race, but it's possible to get into top 3 for Crusader.
Yeah, 5 points between 1st and 4th. I think they're the ones to keep an eye on.
Yeah, let's see how it's going. We're getting into race number 5. The players are getting ready. And Alec, we're just going this way into race number 5 because it's going very fast tonight. Let's see here. Yeah, there we have them. They are ready. We're only missing one player. Let's see. It is La Manoir. No, he's in there. It's one player missing. We're just waiting for one player. I'm just... one player losing connection. So let's give them a small break. They are battling for 1,000 euros. So let's see how it's going in.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
And Alec, normally we see in games like this or in Sailing World that we are losing wind. But in an esport, we can lose connection, having issues with the internet. And that's what happened for Barcolana Bricks. We have been waiting for him, but he's back in it. He's got his connection back. But a little bit nervous for him because this connection is maximum point in the last race.
Yeah, of course, if you disconnect during the race, then that's it. You come last, and it's, as you say, maximum points. But there's a little bit of leeway in the start within, as long as we're not in the first minute, I believe, of the race, we can just delay things a little bit. And that's what we want to do, because we've got some of the best in the world, if not the best in the world, in this race. And it'd be a shame to miss out on that talent if one of them loses or loses connection.
Yeah, and now the
53
one
seconds to go, I see.
Now the 1 minute has passed. So if they're disconnecting now, it's like having an error on your boat. So you're out of the race in real sailing. You're also out of the race here. Let's go in and watch some action.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
There we go. Race number 5 coming up. This is the last race before the middle race. 25-second, Alec. Let's see how it goes.
Well, Vic Farley, Hector Dominguez, Deja Vu, all lining up there. Chico Pimelo, he stopped right near the committee boat there. He's obviously wanting to go on this right-hand side, but it looks like the majority want to stay sort of towards the left, towards the pin end of the line. And no strange manoeuvres from Barcolana Bricks this time. He's played it straightforward. He's played it simple. Azair is away with a penalty. Steeper Coach also picked up a penalty. Both of them over early. But it's nearest to us. It's Cruiser and Azair on that right-hand side.
He's
now
in the middle at the moment. And what Azair he did this time, he did a downwind start for the first time for a long time, where they have the spinnaker up, coming from outside the pin end, calculating a penalty, because then they still have the speed in the boat, and he managed to succeed, but he's only winning 6 meters. So Johan Cardona and Chico Pimelo still following him, but Stipper Coach, he lost that one. He did the same thing. See, he's all by himself out here. It's like the song, All By Yourself. And he is all by himself all the way, because he will have a hard time to come back in this race. Vic Farley, opposite, going to the right-hand side. Is that paying off for the youngster?
Well, we'll find out shortly. I think he's probably a little bit far behind.
Yeah, but don't write him out. See here, it's all about seeing the distance up towards the top mark. He's crossing in, and right now it looks like he can cover those 3 boats, so he might sneak in first, second, or third. Let's see what happens in the battle here. Johan crossing up.
The radar's telling us, though, that the wind is stronger where the bunch are.
Yeah.
Anyway, here they come into the top mark. We've gone through the rules with Thomas in the previous race. And Barcolana Bricks with a slight advantage, just 6 meters, but 6 meters is enough to sneak around, around that mark, unhindered, unchallenged. Johan Cardona now hitting that ley line and moving into the top mark as well. Here comes Azair. It's going to be Cruiselator around in second. Azair in third. Joan Cardona. And is that La Menoir coming in? Oh, and times it nicely, but he has to go wide and he loses so many places in doing so. But he does avoid a penalty.
But Alec, amazing that these skippers can round that top mark without getting penalties. This just shows how strong it is, this race. Normally, when we're seeing normal classic random races, there's been penalty galore in that situation. But again, what an upwind leg by Bartlett Briggs. He's winning 12 meters on Azair. That is amazing. And now Azair is dropping to third. Great stuff by the Dutchman.
And another penalty for Deja Vu is going to see the Briton drop back down through the fleet. He's at the back now.
Azair missed the mark. Azair missed the mark. He's dropping down. First he got a penalty and then he missed the mark. He drops to 6. That's very costly. So that battle, Cruiselator won, and Azair missed the mark. He didn't sail over it. He needs to round back, dropping to 5th, but only losing 3 positions. But it's very important points to be in top 3.
Really close amongst the whole fleet. Just 60 meters separating first from last. But Bart Lambrex has the advantage, just the slightest advantage, over Spain's Cruiselator and Joan Cardona and Hector Dominguez. It's Spain in 2nd, 3rd and 4th right now.
Yeah, but again, the Dutchman, Bartlett Briggs, he is so good in these upwind legs. It's like he cracked the code for the boat. Wow, great upwind by him. He's in the lead, but he's going to battle it with Cruiselator and Joan Cardona downwind. It's all about if the Spanish are going to battling each other. If they're not battling each other, then Bartlett Briggs are in trouble. Stibber Coach 4th, Hector in 5th, Azair in 6th, Chico 7th, Deja Vu, Vic Farley. So the 2 leaders dropping down, and La Manoir takes a 10th.
Yeah, but again, Deja Vu, good enough on that upwind to make up 2 places and get into 8th place. Right, let's follow them down to the finish line with Bart Lambrex seemingly uncatchable, but he does have Cruiselator chasing, and Joan Cardona is chasing Cruiselator. I mean, what a lineup heading towards that finish line. Joan Cardona, the SailGP sailor with Youth America's Cup experience, Cruiselator, 2 times world champion, finalist in eSailing, Bart Lambrex, national 49er sailor for the Dutch team. What experience both on the water and on their devices. But it looks like that's how it's going to end, with Bart Lambrex first, Cruiselator second.
No. Cruiselator is maybe losing.
Joan Cardona is so close. He's really putting the pressure on Cruiselator.
Speeds up. Cruz takes it. So Joan Cardona 3rd. Stibber Coach takes 4th. Hector Dominguez sneaks in and takes 5th. Then we have Azair dropping to 6th, Deja Vu in 7th, Vic Farley, losing 1 important point on the finish line to La Manoir. So La Manoir not getting 10 but 8 points this time, it looks like. But here's the confirmation of race number 5 before going into the middle race. Bartlett Briggs with a victory, Cruiselator 2nd, Joan Cardona 3rd, Stibber Coach Croatia 4th, Hector Dominguez 5th, Azair in 6th position, Deja Vu 7, La Manoir 8, Vic Farley dropping to 9, Chico P. Mello 10th, Alec.
Wow.
Everything opens up again. Bartlett Briggs best start, and then we saw Azair coming in front of him with that start he had. But Bartlett Briggs has the best upwind leg, and again Bartlett Briggs managed to sail the shortest distance, 0.65 nautical miles. So the player sailing 0.65 nautical miles, or in between 0.65 and 0.69, is the winner, and it's in the upwind leg. So again, a race where it's the upwind leg saying what's happening. And we can see here, Cruiselator upwind leg coming from 6th to 2nd, kept that. Bartlett Briggs, yeah, he had the best start, but we saw he was not in the best position, but his upwind leg kept him in the lead. Chico, not the best upwind leg, dropping down. Steeper Coach have a bad start starting last, but the upwind leg put him back in the race. He's ending up 4th, so he actually the one doing the best race in race number 5.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Wow, Alec Wilkinson. I have to say, seeing Chico getting 10th, Vic Farley getting 9th, Bartlett Briggs winning, that is opening up the whole race again. And we're going into a middle race.
And great to see Cruiselator come back for a second place finish, and Joan Cardona as well. And that was, Joan Cardona's second podium finish in this final. So I can't wait to see the scoreboard.
Alec, let's take the scoreboard before we're going on break so people can calculate the positions out there. I know this is the most exciting moment of the game. Remember the middle race, there's no discard and the point counts double. So a loser gets 20 points, a winner gets 2 points. So do the math yourself.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
There we have it. That's how they're going to go into the medal race. Bart Lambrex, with 2 victories to his name, is currently top of the pile with a 2-point advantage over Chico Pimello.
He has
Vic
13
Farley's a
points.
point further back.
Yeah.
As they're 2 points behind that. So, yeah, that top is wide open. The podium is wide open. But Bart Lambrex with a really useful 2-point advantage over Chico Pimello. But double points in the medal race. So, hey, it's impossible to call.
Yeah, when I'm seeing this stat from top position 9 and forward, from Cruiselator to the first position, everybody can be in top 3. So again, Alec, again tonight, we are going to see all the giants, all the top sailors battling it out in the middle race. A small mistake here can cost you 1,000 euros, Alec. A small mistake, but a small, good strategy thinking can also win you 1,000 euros. Let's get ready to rumble after we have been watching this fantastic overview of the beautiful Barcolana.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Welcome back. An hour and 10 minutes since we started this final, and 5 races later, we're into the deciding medal race, and it is really close. Our top 3 to keep an eye out for are Bart Lambrechts with a 2-point advantage over Portugal's Chico Pimelo, who in turn has a 1-point advantage over Great Britain's Vic Farley. But all of the top 9 can mathematically still win this Barcolana eSailing Cup. And remember, we have got some of the top players in the world here. This is almost a dress rehearsal for the World Championship next month. So eyes on the screen, 15 seconds to go. Deep breath, Thomas. Are we ready? They are coming up to the line now. Bart Lambrechts does his little trick as usual, comes back, launches a spinnaker, heads across the start line, and it's go, go, go in the medal race of this Barcolana eSailing Cup. Penalties for Joan Cardona and a penalty for a couple of others as well. Vic Farley, one of the challengers for victory, picks up a penalty. So not the greatest of start for the Briton, but Hector Dominguez eventually gets away himself, and that could shuffle things going into this race. Bart Lambrechts, though, is up there in 4th place at the moment.
But it's Asir in the lead, Alec. He's covering it up. Hector Dominguez, that start played him out of the final 3, top 3. He cannot come back in the race in this strong field. Cruiselate also in trouble. But see, Deja Vu, he has a slightly chance to take it. He's in the lead. Asir has a chance to take it. He's in 2nd. Johan Cardona has a chance to take it. He's in 3rd. And the overall leader, Bart Lambrechts, he's in 4th. Followed by Chico Pimelo and Stipe Coach Croatia. And let's see here. They will cross in. They went to the right-hand side. And the wind shift is not in their favor. So that might cost Bart Lambrechts 2, maybe 3 positions in the upwind leg, where he's been strongest, Alec.
Yeah, a fairly steady breeze right across the, in strength I'm talking about, right across the course. And that is why they're spread right across it. So difference of opinion whether to go left or right. We're looking at Deja Vu, currently our leader.
Yeah, but he's in trouble. Asir coming in. See this battle. See this cross. Deja Vu in trouble. Asir pressures. Oh, and that's giving Bart Lambrechts and Stipe Coach the chance to come back in the race because they're coming from starboard up there.
And that was a really aggressive move.
Johan Cardona penalizing Asir. Boy, almost got it, Deja Vu.
He almost took 2 out, but Azer, having done to him exactly what he tried on Deja Vu, but Deja Vu managing to avoid 2 penalties from 2 different sailors. And has come off quite well as well. Picking up a penalty now, though, off Chico Pimelo. 3rd time lucky for his aggressors. Yeah. Bart Lambrechts, in all that chaos, comes out in front. Stipe Coach 2nd, Joan Cardona 3rd.
Yeah, but I have to say, that chance Bart Lambrechts didn't miss. He saw the other boats were battling it out, and because of that battle, they're giving the victory to Bart Lambrechts. It's only Stipe Coach that can slow him down. So if the other players don't pick on Stipe Coach, right now he's caught in wind shadow by the rest of the fleet, then they can catch up with Bart Lambrechts. So they need to let Stipe Coach attack Bart Lambrechts. But it doesn't look like that. It looks like they're so focused on getting 2nd and 3rd. But Bart Lambrechts sneaks away. It looks like we're having a champion in Barcolana. But don't call it yet. He has a bad internet connection where he is. So everything can happen, Alec.
Oh, let's hope it doesn't end like that. That would be a disaster. La Mer Noire, he's out of the running for a podium finish. But he's picking up penalties left, right and centre. He's got nothing to lose. But Bart Lambrechts, I bet he can't believe his luck as the others all got wrapped up in their own little fights. He just sneaked through and went out in front. And he is excellent on this upwind leg. The upwind leg that we've seen time and time again in this final is crucial tactically to getting a victory. So Bart Lambrechts of the Netherlands is going to be tough to catch, but what a battle for second and third for the remaining €750 prize pot.
Yeah, but don't do the commentators curse. Bart hasn't won yet. We have seen it before and all again. He can still lose connection. Stibber Coach in second, Jon Cardona in third, Chico in fourth. That is the battle for top three. Deja Vu comes in, penalizing Chico. Chico, survive. No, penalty to Chico. Losing top three position there.
And what a move from Deja Vu. That's seen him move up into fourth place. That could be crucial. So first, Bart Lambrechts, but still Steeper Coach has got second, Jon Cardona third. So no change really from this exact same point earlier on in the race. And look at that finish line. That's where the treasure awaits the top three.
Yeah. And Azir, he might sneak in because these three boats are battling for all points. They are racing for a top three position. And Azir, he can take top three if one of them are doing a penalty and doing a, I have to say, a mistake. So then Azir comes in. So he's just waiting them to do a mistake. 1/3 left. 1/3 of the racetrack. Everything can happen. Stibber Coach. Yeah.
Chico Pimello, though, let's not forget, he needs to move up the fleet. Every position might still get him a podium finish. He started well, but Bart Lambrechts crosses the line to win. And second place is so close.
Yeah, but it's Jon Cardona taking Deja Vu third. Stibber Coach got a penalty, drops to fourth. Azir fifth. I can't call top three. I know who's the winner is. That is Bart Lambrechts. But see the score here. Jon Cardona second, Deja Vu third, Stibber Coach Croatia fourth, Azir fifth, Crusader sixth, Chico seven, Vic Farley eight. The youngsters couldn't stand it in the end. Hector Dominguez, bad start. Lamanoir, it has not been his night. Getting maximum points in this regatta here. Azir with the best start. But Deja Vu sailing the shortest distance. It's the first race where the winner didn't sail the shortest distance, Alec. Because Bart Lambrechts, he made a mistake in that upwind leg. But because of that battle in the left-hand side, he sneaks in and took the lead. And then the others couldn't come back in it. And we can see it here. Not the best start. He started second, but we saw him going to the wrong side. Azir got a penalty, dropped down. Deja Vu battling his way up. Stibber Coach losing on the finish line. Whoa. I'm losing breath, Alec.
I think, and we need to confirm this with our statisticians, but I think Chico Pimello might have just done enough to take second place.
But let's see how it's going in. Alec, we'll just go into studio and then let's go into the result afterwards.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
And Alec, it's going to be very close. And I can say to you, like the other days, this is actually the first race of the three races we have been covering where we have a clear winner, but second and third.
Yeah, which tells you just how close this fleet has been. The quality is exceptional, and there's so little between them that's why it's really difficult to separate them. I'm going to stick my neck out and say I think Chico Pimello has managed to hold on to second place. But then what a battle of points between Azir and Jon Cardona. I think the guys doing the sums, doing the additions, are working out who out of those two have got the best position in order to take third place.
But Alec, before you do any predictions, let's go in and see the scoreboard.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
And here is the confirmation, Alec.
There we go. What do I know?
Azir winning it on the finish line. He won it against Crusader up there. Chico lost it on the finish line. No. So Bart Lambrechts, €1,000 to the winner. Jon Cardona, €500 with 23 points. Azir, 26 points. In third, €250. What a crazy race.
What a crazy race. What crazy maths from me. And I apologise to Chico Pimel if I got his hopes up with that one. But congratulations to the Dutchman, Bart Lambrechts. I mean, in the end, it's a comprehensive victory, isn't it? A 10-point victory in a fleet so strong is very, very impressive. And well done to Joan Cardona. He grabs the 500 euros, and it's 250 euros to the 21-year-old from France, Azair.
But let's see if we can get a picture on Bartlett Briggs and invite him into studio. We are waiting for the winner to in studio, and then let's see if we can have a talk with Azair also with picture, because that was a close call, just winning third. So let's see if we can get those guys in studio to hear a little bit about them. So Bartlett Briggs, are you there with picture? Then we're getting ready. We're just calling him. Please stay tuned.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
And Alec, we have the two guys with us. We just called the top three. So let's have a talk with Azair. You can do the interview. I'll just put you into the mix zone, and then you can interview him from there.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Long walk to the mix zone for me. Azair, well done. Congratulations. Third place, 250 euros. How nerve-wracking, how difficult was that for you?
Yeah, it was a crazy regatta with probably the very best players in the world. So I'm a little bit frustrated, but it was so intense, and I had so much fun competing against everyone that it makes up for not finishing a better position.
So are you a little bit disappointed maybe that you didn't finish higher than third?
Yeah, I think Bart was just way too good tonight. It would have been really hard to beat him. And for me, unfortunately, on my side, on one of the last races, I had kind of a disconnect during the downwind, and so I took a penalty and I missed the mark because my boat was going way too fast, and I didn't. It didn't really display what it really was, so I missed the mark and I finished sixth instead of third or second. But it was a great regatta, anyways, and I think finishing third is a great achievement, and I'm really happy about it.
And now you've got the World Championship finals to look forward to. Is that right?
Absolutely not. I am absolutely not going to the World Championship final.
It didn't work out. It didn't work out for you. Tell me, so Barcolana is really quite a big, a big event. It's the biggest regatta, real life regatta in the world. We're going to see about 1,500 boats this year, so slightly reduced in numbers because of the pandemic. But now we've got the Barcolana eSailing Cup, haven't we? And that is almost as big. It's an event that you all want to compete in now.
Yeah, there's very few events throughout the year that a lot of players want to compete in, and I think most of us really look forward for like hard competition. And I think the fact that there is such a big prize pool makes everyone super competitive, and that's what really, I think that's what I love personally, the competition. I think a lot of these guys are truly enjoying it as well.
Okay, Azair, congratulations, well done. Third place in the
Yeah.
Barcolana eSailing Cup, well done.
Yeah. Let's hear if we got Bart Briggs with us. Bart, can you hear us? It doesn't think. He also had issues with his connection during the game, so we might not have the winner with us. Then let's wrap it up, Alec. What a fantastic final!
Yeah, fantastic. Well, fantastic semi-finals as well. I mean, the standard. We keep saying this, but honestly, if you haven't followed eSailing until now, what you've been treated to over the last 2 evenings in the Barcolana eSailing Cup is really the very best eSailing with some of the very best sailors in the world.
Yeah, it's amazing to see what happened here. I have to say, what a blast, what a fantastic Barcolana eSailing Cup, and what a final. And thank you for all of you watching out there. Please go in and support Barcolana. You can go in and like and rewatch the show on their Facebook pages. And to all of you arriving at Barcolana, I know it's 1,500 boats, Alec, even if Corona times, coming to Barcolana today, tomorrow and Sunday. What a fantastic event.
And you and I know what a wonderful city it is. It was my first time in Trieste, up in the northeast corner of Italy, next to the border. It was my first time, and your first time, I think, as well, last summer or last October, when we went for this very same final. We did it live in the middle of the biggest square in Europe that overlooks the water. And it was absolutely fantastic. And fingers crossed, we'll all be back there next year. But the very best of luck to all those of you who are going to take part in the real Barcolana Regatta this weekend. I've got my fingers crossed for breeze. There wasn't any last year. So good luck, enjoy it, and hopefully we'll see you next year.
And let's end up with that tone and watch some of the beautiful boats at Barcolana last year.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.